Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Let's take a minute and talk about something that has been in the news. Oh, like coronavirus. Thoughts and ideas. More to come, guys. Okay, guys, now we're back. And as most of you are doing, we are watching, monitoring all that's going on with this coronavirus. And I would like to suggest to you a few things. One, it does have significance. It is a thing, air quotes. It is legitimate, and there is cause to be concerned. Overseas in China, the numbers have been suppressed, let's say, and that is to be expected for a very robust communist-controlled country. There are things that are going on as well, in addition to the virus, the impact of the virus, the sickness. Let's say we'll take the sickness over here and put it over here. Over here. What will happen in the United States? People are going to get sick. People will die. That is the case with everything. With influenza, with bubonic plague, which is still around, and go to the CDC's websites and you can see it. It still occurs here in the U.S. But that is going to happen. Influenza, coronavirus, sickness. It's going to affect the very elderly, the very young, the people with health problems, the infirm. It will affect them, and that is the case. The bigger problem and the bigger case, again, the loss of life is horrible, but the bigger thing is going to be the economic loss. Well, why do you say that? Okay, well, most everything we have is made in China now. Most of everything we have is made in China now. That's the way it is. Now, what happens? The numbers are suppressed. There are a lot more people that are sick and dying over in China, and they did not do a good job to control it inside their individual cities. Maybe on a country-wide level, maybe they've done something like that. They're not as good as the U.S. at containing and quarantining, and they won't allow the United States or the World Health Organization or anything to go in and really do any help. The way it is. But 3 weeks, people aren't going to be at work over in China. That's going to cause a problem, because people in the United States still want their tennis shoes and their iPhones and their Rubbermaid plastic totes and this and that, and it will be slowed down. So we may be seeing an economic downturn. What I would suggest and ask of you guys, it's income tax time. People are getting their returns in. Take $300 of that money and just go buy groceries. Buy the stuff that you would normally buy. Go buy groceries. Don't go buy bullets and guns. Go buy $300 worth of groceries and water, whatever it is you want to do. If you like eating beanie weenies, by God, go buy you a case of beanie weenies. Set it aside. Cycle from that. Do your copy canning, stuff like that, and cycle through. Store what you eat what you store. That's what we always say. Have a few weeks of food, of groceries set aside for you, your wife, your children. Now here's another kick in the butt. A lot of medications, believe it or not, that we get in the United States are processed at some piece or part overseas. So there may be a lag, a slowdown of medication, prescription medication, surgical equipment, disposable stuff like that. And it could have an impact. Just be aware. I'm not dooming and glooming it, and I don't talk of this a lot. But I would just ask you to be aware, be mindful, and I'm not saying run around wearing a mask, but don't go hang out at hospitals if you're not sick. How about that? Wash your hands after you pee and poop. You know, come on. We're not monsters. Wash your hands. If you're going to spray off or clean anything, spray off your cell phone with a baby wipe. You know, one of those disinfecting wipes. Your car keys, light switches, doorknobs, TV remote, that kind of stuff. If you are of the mind to set aside provisions for, you know, masks, stuff like that, well, I guess you can do that. That is your prerogative, and there's nothing really wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being cautious, but just be aware. I would much rather you guys go buy $300 worth of groceries and nothing happen, and then you say, well, that asshole at Mayhem Country Living, he said to buy food and nothing happened while you're eating the food. I'd much rather have that happen than to be caught short. That's all I want to say. Will it be bad? It could be. It could be very bad, the coronavirus. It could very well be bad. Is it bad now? Not yet, no. But it could be. Again, let's be aware. Let's don't let fear run our lives. Listen to the appropriate groups and the appropriate people. And watch the fearmongers, because they're going to doom and gloom you. Just do the good things, guys, like we always do. Alright, guys. Take care of you people.